This is the review of the UMIDIGI A11. Let's jump in. As you can see, this is the UMIDIGI phone, the UMIDIGI A11 to be specific. And like we always start, the manufacturer has said a few things about this device, which are on the pack right here. You can see it's got a CPU, Android CPU. It runs on Android 11. It's got a RAM of 4 gigs and a ROM of 128 gigabytes. It's got two SIM slots, and it's got a battery of 5150 mAh, which is fantastic, if you know what I mean. And this has got a screen of 6.53 inches. And it does have 3 cameras behind and 1 in front of it. And these are like the basic features of the phone. But as we go through this phone, you see exactly how these features actually make this phone special and what you can do with the phone, and also if it's a good buy, which is the reason why I'm making this video, just so you don't have to buy it yourself without knowing what it does carry along with it. Alright guys, let's look at the features of this phone. So this is the pack it comes in here, a yellow pack. It's quite big and heavy when it comes to you. And if you open the pack right away, you see a few features. You see that it has a manual here, which is enveloped so very decently here. So if you open it right here, you'll see there's a manual right here. You should go ahead and read this if you think you need to understand how it works. If it's the first time of using a UMIDIGI phone, it's not my first time, so I think I'm pretty a fair experienced user. Alright, so a fairly experienced user, sorry. So let's look at the phone right here. This is the charger, as you can see right here. A simple charger. It comes with here, 2-pin charger. And I would say, guys, this charger here does wonders. It does charge really fast. I'll tell you how many hours it takes to charge full capacity. But this is a really simple and great charger to use. Alright, so it has no headphones here. It comes with nothing else but the pack looking like this. And honestly, the pack on it is slightly heavy, to be honest. So I would say it's okay for protection. Well, the UMIDIGI phones are known to be like this, right? They come in a very protective packaging, which is good, I would say, to avoid cracks in the screen when it's delivered to you. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing to have. All right, so let's go beyond here and look at the phone itself. So it comes with all this, of course, except the phone, which is what I took off the phone before I opened the pack. So just so you know. All right, so pack aside, you have the UMIDIGI phone right here. So I've had this phone for a while now, for like a whole month, and I've been using the phone, and I've been, going through the phone and all the functions, and I can tell you how this phone works, which is the reason why you are watching this video. So the first thing you notice is that the UMIDIGI phone, it has a wide display, 6.53 display, as we saw earlier, and also behind you can see the cameras, the 3 cameras right here, and it has a flashlight function and infrared thermometer as well in the phone, which we would look at carefully today. So, right, the phone was very easy to configure when I set the phone up today, and it was quite easy to navigate. The screen sensitivity is good. It's good. Nothing too, nothing too techy, but it's good. It's good. It's not a punch screen. It's a touch screen. So it's actually a touch screen, not a punch screen. So it has a couple of apps here when you open up the phone, which looks like this. And you can actually view more apps by going this way, sliding this way. If you did slide that way up or down, I mean, you get anything. Down, of course, you get to see all this displays here of your notifications, but that's all you get to see. And the top functions right here, which shows you your Bluetooth and your Wi-Fi and all that you have right here. So that's what you find here on the upper screen display when you slide down. Then when you go on to sliding this way, you find that these apps here are the only apps it comes with, except of course the Timo app, which I had to download myself. It comes with all these apps. It comes with the Zelo app. It comes with the thermometer, which I would show you later. It comes with the FM radio, the sound recorder as well. And now it's time to talk about how the phone looks on the outside. Right, so it comes with this pack right here. As you can see, this protective pack from the behind here. I think it's because how slippery the phone can be, in my opinion, or for general protection, because it does help when it hits the floor to avoid or to limit the impact of the floor on the phone when it falls. So, but it comes with no screen and protection. It comes just like this, right? So when you open this, you can see right here, it shows you what the back looks like right here. It is a really smooth back, which is not bad. You know, most phones are smooth behind, but you would need to have a protection like this or something that increases frequency for you. Sorry, not frequency. Friction for you. Friction, not frequency. Friction for you, just to avoid sliding off, or the phone sliding off your hand, because it's quite slippery. So that's what you have looking at this phone on the surface right here. And the screen here is, it's quite it's a tough screen punching right this way, but the best experiment is allowing your phone to fall on the floor in awkward positions and from different heights. But I wouldn't advise that if you don't want to break your phone, because I've heard that the Miji phones have very light screens, but fitting it right away like this, it's quite, I think it can withstand some tension and some pressure, if you ask me. But like I said to you, be careful with all screens, because screens crack when the phones fall, or when you hit them very hard, they crack. So be careful with that. So looking into the phone here, looking at the functions or the apps it comes with right here, you can see right here it's an Android phone, so it comes with has the Google Suite apps right here, the Gmail, the YouTube, Google TV, the photos and all that. It has all that as you would expect. It also has Google Meet right here. You slide this way, you can see that it's got all these other apps right here. Like I said to you, it didn't call with Timo. I have downloaded myself. Right, so if you go here to the sound recorder app, let's have a look at it right here. It does record, it does work. As you can see right here, I'm speaking and it's actually recording what I'm saying, and I'll be able to play it to you so you can hear the quality, you know, right away, to see how it really sounds. And perhaps it's going to be like unedited, because let's see how it goes. However, let's see how it goes. So this is me recording for the past 17 seconds, 18 seconds, and I'm going to stop it right here, and 20 seconds. I'm going to play it to you to hear how it sounds. Increase the volume to the side of it. I played. Right away. So let's stop. That's what it really sounds like. And this sound recording. So in my opinion, the sound recorder does record, you know, pretty well. Everything you say, all the sound around it, but it sounds a little bit unfiltered. You hear like the raw sound without, you know, and the quality is not as good as it really sounds, which is one thing I have against this phone. And it's not like it's a bad phone, but the sound quality is really terrible, to be honest, compared to most recent phones or phones of these days, right? Which is something that you look out for, is sound quality. And also, if you go to the ringtone section, right, and you try to play the ringtones, you find out that the ringtones actually sound very unfiltered and very loud. Sounds are very loud. Their laughs are so loud, and they are very unfiltered. They can actually disturb your ears. You know, there is filtered sound and there's unfiltered sound. In my opinion, this is very unfiltered sound, right? So that's one thing about this. So you watch out for that. If you perhaps work in construction and you feel like you want such loud sound to alert you, you know, when you're working, then perhaps you want this phone, because the sound is so loud and very disturbing to the ears sometimes. So that's one thing I have against this phone, but you may like it, you may want to get it. The link is in the description. Right, let's continue. Now, it's got the thermometer app right here, which I tried to use, but had to calibrate it first before using it. So go ahead and calibrate and use it, and let me know how you were able to use this eventually, and if it recorded your temperature, the temperature of the environment correctly according to the manufacturer's guide. So right here, let's go back. Right here, let's go back to the other screen, and then we have to look at the FM app right here, FM radio app. This app should only work with your antenna connected right here at the top of the phone right here. But funny enough, it didn't come with that in the pack as we saw. It only came with the charger. So I don't know why you'd need this, but it wouldn't come with this. So that's one thing the manufacturer should actually correct. It should come with everything you need for its full functionality. That's what I believe is the right thing to do. Right, so that's it about this phone. And next thing about this phone is the camera, which you should look at again. So in my opinion, the camera does record. It does record. As you can see right here, this is me and me recording the phone of this video right away. This is the phone I'm recording with, and this is the internal camera. So when you look this way, you can see that this is the MIDI pack right here, recorded by the camera. This is what the back camera looks like. So the MIDI pack is actually more colorful than this. So the good thing is you're able to adjust the picture quality. You can add some more beauty to it. So here there's more beauty to it. You can add some thin adjustments, some enlarge eye adjustments, some whitening, and some buffering right here. So these are all functions that you can actually use to make your camera recording better. So there's a picture section right here. There's a portrait right here as well. So all these should come together to give you a better recording. If you observe carefully, the recording without the portrait is not the same as with the portrait setting. So there's also extra here where you have to use a few more functions. The pro function, there's a panorama function, there's a night function, and there's also a slow-mo function. So these are all what you can explore with the camera. So I would say in summary, the camera quality isn't so great. Let me show you a picture that I took recently. So this is a picture that I took. All right, let me see if I can find that right here. Let me go back to gallery. So which is something I found out about this phone is normally every phone provides you with an avenue to search the phone, right? To search the phone. Like there's a search bar somewhere here which you can actually type. We can type, let's say I'm looking for the camera app. I can type it directly there and find the camera app or the gallery directly. But it doesn't exist in this phone, as you can see, which is quite frustrating. You have to look at all the apps to find what you're looking for, which is not the best, not the greatest arrangement. So that is something that I have found that is not very good about this. So I'm looking for the camera app right now and I can't see it. I can't find it. So let's go to the files here and look for the camera app right here. So apparently you can actually search folders in the file section, which is a good thing. It's a good thing for us. So here we can go to images and search for images right here, and apparently it has no images. So I had to take a fresh picture of with the phone. So let's do that right away. Let's take a picture of the phone of this pack right here. It's a pack. I just my hand. I'll take a picture quickly. And that's how the picture looks when you take it, right? That's a picture of my hand and the pack, as you can see. So this is what you get when you take a picture like that. So you need like very good lighting to give you a fantastic picture. But like I said, you can always edit this picture. It has your functions here that you can use. It has a warm. You can enhance the picture, the way you want it to look, and yeah, you can have a cool setting as well. These are all possible to do on the UMIDIGI A11 phone. And this phone is, I would say there are better phones out there, but for the price point, I would say this phone is quite considerable, a considerable, fair buy. All right, it's a good buy. I mean, for the price point, it goes for $168 Canadian, and I would say for that price point, I would say it's a good buy. It's a good buy, but you don't expect too much from a phone that goes for that price, to be honest. But for what it claims to do, it does do it really well. Let me give you an instance. I do applaud the manufacturers for making a phone that's got a very fantastic battery life, like 5150 mAh, and indeed it does have that battery life, because with such phones that have a huge battery life like this one, they do last for a long time. I mean, I left this phone for like 4 whole days to 5 days on charge, and it still maintained power for a long time. It had the emails running and it had some music running on it, but it still maintained charge, which is a fantastic thing to know. I made sure that the sound alert was in the highest for like 4 whole days to 5 days, and it was really good. So I would say on the battery life front, it does serve very well. It does exactly what it says it does. I would say to you guys, if you're in a place that is challenged by power supply, this is a phone for you. You would like this phone because the battery life is fantastic. You can charge once and it lasts for a long time. However, the charge does take a long time to get into the phone and stay. For example, from zero capacity, it charges for about 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours in my experience. It does charge for a long time. And my advice to you is use the charger given by the manufacturer, because if you don't do that, you will spend a longer time charging the phone with other chargers. So that's my advice for you. So that is it on the review of this phone. And like I said to you, the link is in the description of the phone of the video. So go ahead and buy this phone if you think it's a good buy for you based on the features I've described right here. And there are more features to describe, and I'll say the best test of this device is having used the device for like a couple of months, or maybe years, maybe, if it's gonna last that long, But in general, I'll say that it looks like a very durable phone, and it does give you the basic functions that can keep you going as an average phone user. Nothing extra. However, if you want any extra functions here, there are apps you can access here on the Google Play Store. So that's a good thing. So it doesn't leave you like with the apps it's got right here. It has access to more apps, which you can see right here. You can get TikTok, Instagram, and every app that's possible or that is present on the Google Play Store. So that's a good thing. So I would say go ahead and get this phone for yourself if you want. If you think the features are good enough for you. Else, guys, you know what to do. Alright, guys, it's a wrap on this video. I'll keep it longer than this, but thank you for watching so far, and bye for now. Cheers.